But most importantly, it is so wonderful to see all of you here, members of the Iranian and Afghan community, celebrating this wonderful moment. I look out and I see the Haftzin table you've put together. This ancient tradition has been a part of Nowruz's New Year celebration through all the upheavals and shifts on the course of history. And it's easy to see why. The 7 things laid out on the table represent ideas that we all value: good health, prosperity, beauty, patience, abundance, rebirth, spring. Because as we reflect on the past year, there are reasons for hope, but there's also a deep hope for change in the world. The killing of Mahsa Amini resonated around the world. It continued in the anger and heartbreak that so many Iranians around the world, living in Canada and elsewhere, have been feeling for many years, starting 3 years ago with the downing of PS 752. Sorry, not even starting with that, but as a further example that created such a sense of loss and betrayal by the Iranian administration. Canada, as always, will stand with all the people who are proclaiming loudly around the world, Zan, Zendegi, Azadi. I had the deep privilege of attending the Freedom Human Chain event in Ottawa a few months ago. I know the biggest one in Canada was here in York Region in Richmond Hill. It was a powerful moment where we all came together in solidarity. I also loved watching the dancing earlier. Thank you for that. It was beautiful. I couldn't help but think of my 14-year-old daughter who studies dance in high school, and teenagers, I now have 2 of them, are not always good at expressing their emotions in constructive and positive or even understandable to us parents ways. But when she dances, her emotions shine through. She shares them, she amplifies them, and she just shows a total freedom and openness that I think is and needs to be in us all. But that's not a freedom that women and girls in Iran have. It's not something that here in Canada I think we could ever imagine living without. Nor could we imagine denying education to women and girls like what's happening in Afghanistan. I want to thank you for creating this incredibly strong community that has contributed not just so much to this community's well-being, but to Canada's well-being. The strength of the Iranian-Canadian community and the Afghan-Canadian community in this country has brought so much richness to this country. I can only imagine if what a relatively small number of Iranian communities have been able to succeed here in Canada, and so much you've contributed to this country, what Iran will look like in the future when everyone in Iran can live their full freedoms and pursue their full dreams and actually be free. What a country that will be, that it will be truly worth the people who live there now. It is a beautiful dream.